Spent 1738. Ay, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? We got those new skins dropping in the Steam store. I'm just trying to chill, so welcome to the show. Man, I swear I love it how we turn them all to gold. Hit the rust scene now, all our skins glow. Some comments be hating, we just call them fans though. Got an alien red, I ain't never letting go.
Holy shit.
All right, we are back with
another one, and another
What
one,
the?
and another one, and another.
Well, that was unfortunate, but we got some really hot skins this week that we need to talk about, so let's get it. In case somehow you did not know, this week dropped the very first L96 skin from our favorite No Mercy set. Generally speaking, you want to be careful about buying the first skin released for an item because there is a misconception the skin will stonk. Wrong. Exhibit A, Phantom Gloves. I tried to warn you about these on La Insta, but some of you just don't want to be my friend. It's fine. In my humble opinion, many hold this false belief because it is the only skin for the item, thus it has to go up. While it may be the only L96 skin for now, you can bet your big grin that Face Punch is about to go Thanksgiving ham on releasing L96 skins. I wouldn't be surprised if Face Punch releases L96 skins for the next 4 weeks straight. You gotta remember Face Punch got their namesake by punching you consistently in the face and creating one of the most brutal games known to mankind.
Brutality.
We just experienced this with the Roadsign gloves. After the Phantoms, we had 3 weeks straight of new Roadsign gloves. No Mercy, Corrupted, and then the bombing. Then 2 weeks off before this week's Porcelain. Something you always want to keep in mind is that Face Punch is a business, and businesses always want to make money. If you couldn't tell by playing Rust, Face Punch is a pretty smart bunch. They know peak excitement for any new item that becomes skinnable is right when it is released. And they know to capitalize on this peak excitement, they should release as many skins for that item as close to the peak as possible. Bada boom, bada bing, 4 weeks of L96 skins incoming. Whenever you try to predict the behavior of a business, you should always consider factors that are going to make the business the most money. This is also why there will be more whiteout gear in the near future. So you definitely shouldn't buy the No Mercy L96, right? Wrong. Unlike the Phantom Roadsign gloves, which were nothing special and selling at a premium, the No Mercy L96 is a much more elite skin, part of a more elite set, closer to what I expect future L96 skins to retail at, and its colors are timeless. Next up, we have the tempered M39. If your intuition told you that there aren't that many M39 skins, you are correct.
10 points for Gryffindor!
But remember, there weren't that many Thompson skins either, and that didn't stop this from happening. And of course, that happened because of this. But then you see this, and it makes you wonder about that. So what did we learn? That's right, you want to watch the supply levels throughout the week and make sure it doesn't get anywhere close to 88,000.
Another 10 points to Gryffindor!
I know you Hufflepuffs mad about them clips, but you and murderers can suck it.
What you gonna do? You gotta take out your socket and your socket!
And I will just share with you the top comment on that video was, if Michael had invested in Suck It, he could have paid for those kids' tuitions. And that's why YouTube comments are the best thing on the internet. Hopefully you were paying attention to the iron sight, because I'll be honest, it's not my favorite. I think it's kind of hard to see out of, but the skin is really good.
A what dragon?
It's basically the same thing, and if you didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, well, yikes, but you wanted a black dragon, okay? As you can see, this box is dripping, just like the rest of the Dragon Horn set. We have a smooth stone finish with oozing lava. I think this box just looks exquisite. This box also has red, maybe orangish eyes. It also glows, if that wasn't obvious. I think the Dragonhorn set is already an elite Rust set and is going to appreciate over time, as well as get bumps when new Dragonhorn items are released. I think this is the best looking box in the game. It's expensive, which is going to help keep the supply down. I think it's hard to go wrong with this box. Next up, we have the Rainbow Pony Hunting Bow. Not a bad looking bow, pretty spiffy. If you like ponies throwing up rainbows all over the place. I think this one comes down to supply, how much gets sold on the market. You poor pony loving bastards who bought the rainbow rocket are down 27% right now against someone's sage advice.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Pink fluffy unicorns.
Whew, a few more seconds of that and I might have had to pull this guy.
Oh, look, he's flying.
Next up, we have the poker player cap. All I gotta say is bet the farm. No, don't do that. Actually, don't bet anything on this thing. Just like I talked about earlier with the L96, interest in poker is at its peak right now, and I don't see it going up from here. When I first saw this thing, I was like, oh baby, but then I actually saw this thing and I was like, okay. Had so much potential. And it's not bad. Black and green is dope. It's a solid design, but the cartoony stuff is just not my favorite. This skin is bright green, but it doesn't glow, so you don't have any of that. Coming to $213 with tax makes it the 5th least expensive LR, actually above the Sweet Gift LR. And as you can see, it is a standout skin amongst LRs as it stands now. So as long as the supply doesn't balloon out of control, it should be pretty good. The second to last item this week are the Porcelain Roadsign gloves. They are also the second hardest to place in terms of investing. This is primarily because the Porcelain set is a mixed bag. Some skins have done well, others not so much. So like many other skins this week, you're gonna need to monitor the supply levels throughout the week and determine for yourself what supply numbers you are comfortable with. Last, but most certainly not least this week is the Jade Python. When I first looked at the skin drops for this week, this one did not catch my eye, mostly because the Jade set hasn't done too hot. But then something caught my attention. Maybe you caught it in that last clip. Just to be sure, I had to go back and double check the Jade double barrel and crossbow to make sure they didn't have this feature. And they don't. It's a mistake that cost me hundreds of dollars years ago. I am just kidding. I guess I'll show you what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the sight on this Jade Python. It's a green base with a red tip. In the bottom right, you can see the Outlaw Python, which is currently going for $14.85 on the market. There is a small dot on the tip of the iron sight that glows in the dark and shows exactly where you want to aim in order to hit shots. Ladies and gentlemen, this is textbook pay to win. You can see how the bottom two pythons are different than the top two because the tips of the iron sights are distinguishable from the base. This makes aiming easier with the bottom two pythons. Also worth noting is red iron sights in particular are really good because you'll notice that there's just not that much red gear that people wear in Rust. The Corruption set is probably the first good red set we have, but unless you're doing some weird shit like channeling your inner raptor like Murderous, you're just not wearing red, which makes it great for an iron sight because it stands out against other gear. Here are some cool, quick photos of other pythons to fully appreciate their artistry and design. It is the moment the Rust world has been waiting for. Who will win the fish gloves?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Congratulations, Invicta. You have solidified yourself in the Traders Hall of Fame. The Fish Gang will never accept you back. I hope these Phantom gloves were worth it. I'm just kidding, my brother. Kind of. For all of you other non-winners, the next giveaway will be taking place in the Discord. The link for the Discord is in the description below as well as in my banner. The instructions for this giveaway will be in this thread right here. It is a pretty cool one, so don't miss out on that. Murderous and I spent the last week completely overhauling this to get this ready for everyone, and we will continue to refine it based on everyone's feedback and needs, but we think it is basically Disneyland, but like the broke gamer version. Anyways, I know a lot of people have been asking for it. It is finally here. Time to make the biggest Zerg the world has ever seen. Just kidding, just kidding. Kind of.
DJ
Oh
Khaled, we the
my
best season
God.
out with